Well, this one's funny. Let me read this one. So I found this on my friend's, one of my buddies' site, and he posted it. And I think she's serious. This woman.
Well, it is Jezebel.
She. Let's see. Adult men shouldn't skateboard. Adult men shouldn't skateboard. Let's try that again with the caveat. Adult men who are amateurs shouldn't skateboard. All right. So that's where I think that's why it's true, because she's saying if you're an amateur and you're a middle-aged man, you shouldn't skateboard.
It's like there's an X drawn over. Was that Tony Hawk?
Well, obviously this guy's he's skating
it's Tony
Bolorama.
Hawk.
I mean, this is
Bolorama.
Yeah, that's
Tony Hawk.
It is. Yeah.
She's put an X over the most famous pro skateboarder in the world.
Well, she talks. I mean, she says it right here. She's talking about it. It's like
right.
It's an extreme sporting activity that should be reserved for teenage stoners, Tony Hawk, women, and girls who can easily kick my.
Say
yeah, and appear regularly in coffee table photography books about major American cities, members of Blink-182, and Meat Cat.
The fictional cartoon mascot for cheesy blasters.
No one else should skateboard. See, I don't understand why women at any age can skateboard, but men can't.
Well, look.
Oh, so she goes on to saying, no one else should do it, and those who do are likely adult man amateurs who are also big dumb babies. And who wants to be a big dumb baby?
Listen. Look, I have no problem calling out.
But these bullet points, man, they're on point.
Well, I have no problem calling out fake wokeness, where they're like, we need to totally reimagine this series. Come on, she's joking. This is
look. She says, I've maintained this perfect opinion for years now, and I'd like to help the rest of the world see the light.
Tongue in cheek.
No, I don't think so. Listen to the bullet points. Read it. Listen to the bullet. All right, the number one is there's no greater injustice than being sideswiped by a skateboarder. Now,
that sounds real.
I grew up skating in New York City, and we push hard, we go fast, and I'm holding on to cars, I'm cutting through traffic.
Careful with pounding.
Sorry, yeah, and I've run into a few people. I've seen people get clobbered. I mean, the Broadway bomb is thousands of skaters tearing down the street, and I've seen old people get taken out. It's a scary thing.
Broadway goes like straight down Manhattan.
Yeah,
like the whole island. It's
all
like what, 20 miles or something.
I think the entire run, but the Broadway bomb is 8.2 miles.
And then you ride your board straight down,
all the way down to the bowl. Yeah.
Yeah, but look.
So this is totally true though. It's like, and if you don't know the rules, not the rules, but the general etiquette of a skate park, and you're just clambering in or trying to skate in the street and you hit somebody and you're a big dude, you could probably hurt someone really badly.
That's true. So your official position is this feminist literally thinks men shouldn't skateboard unless they're pros. Like, the position doesn't even make sense.
I mean, no.
You can argue she's a dumb feminist.
I'm not saying I agree with this at all. I mean, I taught skateboarding, and I taught a 68-year-old guy who had just had back surgery how to skateboard, and this dude started skating to work.
All right.
So I've proven that I think it could happen.
Well, here's what I think. Right. I actually think. I kind of feel I'm reading this now, and I kind of feel like she is being a bit serious. Let's watch. Let's check this out. Number 2 is, much like the first point, adult man skateboarders take up too much space. Imagine man spreading, but tripled when arms are extended for balance. That's just unnecessary. It does seem over the top.
Oh, she gets mean.
Right.
She gets real mean.
But look, this is it kind of feels like she might actually have a negative opinion about adult skateboarders.
I think she doesn't like skateboarding in general,
but is being silly about it.
Well, number 3, it's unnatural. Like,
humans weren't born with wheels for feet for a reason.
Nice.
That's rollerbladers, dude.
Yeah.
And I agree, we weren't. Adult men skateboarders are often childish. This is a game for children. Do you know the origins of skateboarding? It was invented in the late 1940s, early 1950s for kids to have stuff to do post-World War II. They would stand in boxes with some wheels and roll around. It's 2020. We have better games and endless war now. I think that's actually wrong. I think it was like simulating surfing, but I think that's probably true. It is a sport which negates any bad boy edge skateboarding supposedly gives off. Edgy, sunny Southern California branding has fooled everyone for generations. I also blame Sublime Records, which is funny because they are also from Southern California. For whatever reason, skateboarding has been treated like a cool counterculture exercise When it's really just sports, jock nonsense, you've been tricked. No, we haven't. Skateboarding is in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Everybody's known for the past 2 decades that it's a mainstream, acceptable sport. And you literally have coaches teaching kids, and the core skaters have tried to resist this.
Yeah, that's
Skateboarding
true.
is not sexy. You knew this one was coming. The internet dubbed Adam Brody a scumbro in the aforementioned pick for a reason. Television and the Tony Hawk Pro Skater soundtrack has led the public to believe that skateboarding is sexy. Are you a mindless corporate drone? Do you enjoy getting spoon-fed your mundane opinions? Skateboarding is only hot if you're into effing men who haven't matured past adolescence. And I guess, or are a multimillionaire Olympic gold medalist who own Nyjah
There's some
Houston.
killer skaters out there.
That dude is like one of the most powerful people in the world from skateboarding.
Yeah, he's
Not like
driving
he's a
around
politician.
Lamborghinis. Just
Yep, his mansion is nuts. You see that he did I think he did a YouTube thing where he like did a tour of his house.
no, I haven't seen it. Man, it's crazy though.
I live in the suburbs of Philly, and it's a nice house, but man, I should have kept skating. What did I do? Complained about Democrats?
You're good too.
7, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Peril lurks around every corner already. Why amp up the possibility of breaking a bone? I've broken 1 bone in 20 years of skateboarding, and it was because someone else hit me.
Yep.
Yeah, nah, get out of here.
Yeah.
Plus, there are much cooler ways to injure yourself. For example, I
This
think
is so silly.
skateboarding has a lower injury rate than like football. You know why? You know why?
Wow.
Skateboarders train themselves to fall. Like a part of it is knowing
True.
how to be safe.
Yeah,
and that's true for other sports too. But when you're playing like football or basketball, other people could crash into you.
Yeah, exactly.
Skateboarding, it happens too. That's how I got injured. I was skateboarding and someone hit my finger and it spun all the way around. And what is it called? The metacarpal? Metacarpal? Metacarpal split. Like, yup. And I can still feel it. Someone else, he
Fun.
was stoned. Yeah.
Fun.
I was mid frontside 360 on a quarter pipe and I'm like flying in the air. My hand was out and he drops in, not paying attention, hit my finger and won't. And I was like, it didn't hurt so much as it was like weird. I couldn't move my hand anymore.
Oh, that is weird.
The doctors were impressed though. They're like, your bones are incredibly dense. Like, you must have been hit by a truck. And I'm like, stoner. And he told me I was lucky because the split was very sharp. And it almost severed the nerves in my hand.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and I play guitar, so I was
Yeah, that would
like,
have been bad.
someone else hit me. It's dangerous when stoned people aren't paying attention. So when you play other sports where there's like contact sports even, yeah, someone's going to crash into you.
Yeah, that was my first bone.
Yeah.
Was playing football. Second bone I broke,
Look at
basketball.
this. Skateboarding is actively embarrassing. You know what? Hold on.
You know what? It feels like some skateboarder broke her heart.
Right.
I mean,
No, wait.
Seriously,
I'll tell you what it really
she's
is.
like
No, hold on.
angry at
I'm
some
not-
skater that
I'm not convinced she's being serious. I do think some of these things are bordering on a little mean.
Yeah.
You know what I really think it is, though?
What?
I think it's that these news organizations need to crank, well, I shouldn't say news need to crank out content nonstop.
Yeah.
And so she's probably sitting there like,
I gotta
what do
meet
I
my
write
quota.
about?
I
And
gotta
then
hit
she
my
was like,
quota.
well,
As she
someone
sees a skateboard skate by.
Yep. And she's like, all
someone
right,
skate
men
through-
shouldn't skateboard, and I'll just write some stuff.
Oh,
that
look
makes
at that
more
guy.
Yeah, like-
she like watched some middle-aged guy hit someone else. She's like, that's it. I gotta write an article about this.
You know what I think it really is, though? I think it's just like an attempt at like
Excuse me.
shock humor.
Yeah, I think
Like
so.
I don't have a problem with it. I think it's funny.
I've laughed so much on this article.
Like I don't want to accuse someone of being serious for trying to make jokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I
it's
mean, who knows?
I think I don't know. Like some of them kind of feel real, but it does feel like she's being overly silly on purpose.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like I don't know what your point is. You know what I mean? Like what's the punchline?
There is
There's
none.
one.
That's the thing.
It's just like snark humor.
yeah. Basically.
I get it. Adult men skateboarders are the true enemy in Skater Boy. You see, this is not serious. A superficial listener may read Avril Lavigne's opus to be the product of a woman who has internalized misogynistic culture, and they'd be right. But the real enemy of women is the Skater Boy, for whom the song is titled. What do we know about him? He's A, some man, B, a skateboarder, C, bad. Next. I like this. This is funny. What?
I'm actually kind of offended by this because she's literally telling women who they should or shouldn't like.
Yeah,
give
but
me a
come on.
break.
It's kind of midlife crisis-y. Professionals are the exception, sure, but why hold on to a skateboarding simply because you loved doing it as a clove-smoking class cutter? Being an adult is dope. Get into adult stuff. And I do not mean scourge of the skating world, the longboard,
Oh, sorry. That's hilarious, though.
which is the chosen vehicle for like surfery skaters. That is the worst. Like, have you ever hiked? Go for a damn hike. I used the one damn.
There it
Oh,
is.
I said it twice. Oh, well. Learn to cook. I've heard good things about Allison Roman. Need I go on? I'll answer that one. No, adult men shouldn't skateboard. Leave that to the ladies and children. Disagree if you must, but just know that you are wrong. I think she's being funny. You think she's serious?
Yeah, I do. I think
Why?
there's an essence of seriousness in there.
I don't think she's... Maybe. Every joke
I
has
don't
its
know.
truth, but I don't think she seriously cares. I do think it's kind of dumb. I don't think anybody clicked on it.
There's
for
so
the
much
most part.
anger in there.
I'll tell you what, man. I'm building a skate park in my backyard. So we take faux offense at your faux offensive article.
Okay.
I think it's fine.
Let's leave it at that.
Yeah. All right. So let's hit up the last super chats. I think we're going to wrap up. So what do we got left on the old super chat? Supa Bam Bam says, hey, Tim, did you hear about how lobbyists were trying to censor Lois Rossman, who was testifying about the right to repair in Congress? I didn't. I don't know a lot about that. Alex Keys says, Tim, will you ever collaborate with Jimmy Dore? I did. Jimmy's amazing. I love Jimmy Dore. And he's like he's a lefty. You know, he's like very left to me, and he's very much pro-Bernie. I'm not very pro-Bernie, but I think we agree on all the right things. And that's why, you know, like him and Rogan get along really well. Jimmy's awesome. I'm a big fan. The Moral Gray. I have a goal to become a psychiatrist counselor to provide free or at least affordable mental care to people. Can hardly afford school. Any ideas? Nah, man. Sorry.
Start a YouTube show.
I mean, that's the easy answer, but
That's the first thing.
Yeah,
just
but-
keep doing it.
the real secret to success is perseverance. So people always want to do YouTube, and I'm like, listen, man, you have to figure it out. It's not like everybody's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a
And
good.
have it work.
I don't know. You know, I did news, so this was a natural evolution of what I was already doing. Back for Boot says, I'm currently concerned with the recent power creep in Magic the Gathering that has caused unfun play at all levels. Do you think we can help Oko from we can keep Oko from happening again?
There's always going to be an Oko. They'll ban it, and then the meta will adjust. It's just what happens.
I want to make a new card game, man.
I love Magic. Magic's
I
great,
do.
and that power creep is real. I mean,
Let's explain. A lot of people might not know. Basically, as they try to adapt new sets to make them fun and exciting, they increase the power of each card. And so eventually you get to a ridiculous set where there's it's just ridiculous, like single turn wins, and like the game becomes less fun because it went too nuts. And then they try to like do a new set where they walk it all back, and then it's kind of boring.
yeah,
you know?
exactly, yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But I think we're gonna give it a few more minutes just so everybody can get any last super chats. So we'll go for maybe another like 8-10, and we'll just get some witty banter in where we pretend we'll talk about something. But
Let's talk about what we're gonna do with the skate park out there. You want to do a quarter pipe too?
we got a mini ramp.
We got the mini ramp.
We've got if you go so do this. Go to Instagram.com/Timcast. Great promo for my Instagram. And I put up a video showing we built. It's not really a rail. We use it's what is it? It's composite plastic deck slats.
Yeah.
16 feet long to make a rail. I'm doing air quotes because it's not like, for those that aren't familiar with what a rail is, like a metal bar. It's a flat square, so it functions kind of like a flat rail to some degree. And then we built what we call a butter bench using composite plastic deck slats on top of a wooden box I built. And you can sit on it, or you can grind on it, which you jump up with your skateboard and slide across it. So we're going to seal the concrete. That's I think we're not going to do it too heavily. I talked with the dude who's doing the building, so it's not going to be too slippery, but it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
We're going to do some crazy stuff. You know what I always wanted to do?
I want a little slappy bar or something.
Yeah, totally. But here's my mission. I want to make the only way you can get second floor is if you can carve up a vert wall. Everybody else, you can't come up. We're gonna have a barrel full of Pop-Tarts. We're gonna have an arcade machine. We're gonna have a beer cooler, and we're all gonna be sitting up here chilling. But you can't carve up that wall. Sorry, man. 10 foot. No, we'll throw you a rope. But getting down is your responsibility.
You gotta drop down.
I'm serious about wanting to do that.
The wall?
I've
The wall
always
ride?
wanted to do that. But no, like instead of stairs or a rope,
Yeah.
it's a wall. It's a vertical wall. So like, if for those that aren't familiar, if you've seen like the Ninja Warrior where they have to run up the curved wall,
Oh, yeah.
imagine that. And so look how many people don't make it.
I can't believe how many people don't make
Yeah, but
that.
we skate.
I know,
like
it's true.
I could run up a 15-foot vertical wall.
Yeah,
like, just
exactly. That's
well, I'm
true.
used to it. It's really funny in skating. Like here, actually, take a look at this. This Tony Hawk is in this bowl, which looks like it's probably maybe 10, 12 feet deep.
Yeah, it's a pretty big bowl.
It's pretty big. And Tony Hawk's really tall. He's like 6 something. So what ends up happening is often in skateboarding, little kids will go into a pool and they can't get out. Because you got to run up the wall and jump out, and even Ninja Warriors fail with that.
Yeah.
So almost every skateboarder learns how to easily run up these walls and pull themselves up.
Yeah. Didn't
But
even think about
admittedly,
that.
if I did a 10 to 12 foot vert wall that led to a deck full of goodies and a barbecue grill, we have skateboards. So we just skate right up.
True.
Basically what you do, you get a good speed that gets you over the top, and then right when you get to the top, you shift your weight forward, the board pops up and you catch it. And, most skateboarders who've been skating long enough know how to do that. And then we're going to party, have some burgers and some beers and some Pop-Tarts, and you can chill on the floor.